Hey guys, James here. We're working on a Tesla Model 3 and it has some absolutely hammered paint. And it was I'm going by it and I'm like, perfect opportunity to shoot a lighting video, talk a little bit about lighting, how to spot defects, all that stuff, and the products that we like to use in the shop. And on the whole, the one line of products that we've absolutely grown to love and cannot live without is the Scangrip lineup. And the reason why partially because this has literally allowed us to see things that we probably weren't seeing, back in the day. Rewind 5-6 years ago, more than that, right? We had the Brinkman. We had these little handheld. We were using tactical flashlights, which are still great. But these lights really, at least for me, kind of opened my eyes. Like, oh my God, was I missing some stuff back, back in the day? And I've absolutely loved these lights at being able to see all kinds of defects. So even in the midst of a correction, we used to use big halogen lights, and we would probably see the majority of the heavy defects, but maybe the micro marring, maybe some really faint stuff we were missing. That's where these lights came into play. And the nice thing about these is you can change the color temperature, you can change the brightness level, so you can do a lot. I mean, these were originally designed to be able to check repainted panels and see if it was a nice match between original paint and obviously repainted panel. But obviously for the detailing industry, we've grown to love them because these lights do such a great job at spotting swirls, scratching, hazing, all of those kinds of things. And being able to change the color temperature is one of those things where we've just loved that part of it. Color temperature, distance from the panel, all that stuff comes into play when you're thinking about spotting defects and how to approach it. There are some paints, particularly like silvers and dark grays and stuff like that, where you could be literally right on it and it might appear perfect, but as you slowly start to back up and move the light source farther away from the panel, all of a sudden stuff is coming into focus, and there's a squirrel there, there's a rib here and there. So distance is a huge factor. Color temperature, I mean, on this red, it seems like the white light color temperature brings out some of the defects more. So this is basically the Sunmatch 3, I think. This is the latest Scangrip version, and they've all been great since the beginning. They're indestructible. We've literally been tossing these on the ground since we've got them. They come with a wall-mountable charger where you basically just put it right in. Obviously, the battery's rechargeable, so you're not worried about batteries and stuff like that. It's a light that it has a nice little clip here on the back. So, like, my thing is I always like to keep them kind of on my, in my pocket, so I'm always on the fly. Obviously, it's movable. You have this magnetic thing here. So for automotive paint, obviously you never want to be sticking it to the paintwork, but if you were like in a under the hood mechanical situation, you could stick it up on the hood and move it down like this and obviously have it fixed. Great for like if you have wheels off and you're detailing the calipers, you can fix it to something and tilt it. The thing we like to do is with this is sometimes we like to move it, place it on the ground, and then come from a different angle just to see what the defects look from. You're looking towards the light source opposed to being behind it. Angle is another thing that comes into play when looking at defects, but just an awesome light. The second light that we use all the time is this big guy. Scangrip has released a bunch of these larger units over the years. This is the Scangrip. Oh, now I'm already forgetting which one it is. Multimatch? Now I'm already losing it. But Multimatch 3, yes. And it's one of those lights that, again, multiple color temperatures, obviously brighter. This is about 3,000 lumens. Nice thing about this that they just released is that it is Bluetooth enabled. So there is literally a Scangrip app How cool is that? That we can turn it on. Which we're going to do right now, and we can change the color temperature. We can change the brightness level, and we can kind of do all those kinds of cool things right from our phone, which is just a cool thing to do. But this light, what we like this particular light for, this Scangrip is your day-to-day. This is your doing interior work. This is spotting defects, doing inspections. This is checking the wheel wells. This is your workhorse. You have this on your person, right? This light, in my opinion, is all about your correction jobs. This is, you maybe have 2 of these. You can obviously, they come with a variety of these stands where you can mount 2 units. You could have 2 separate ones of these stands and obviously have 2 going in opposite directions, which might be ideal. And these are for inspecting things that you might not see with the smaller handheld. These are, checking your angles, checking your distance, really spotting, making sure that what you're seeing is really gone. That this is kind of like your last resort, making sure that everything that you're trying to remove from the paint is being removed. And obviously this does a great job at just general inspection as well. Or it can be a great just general work light. We use this a lot for PPF, where if we're doing a clear bra installation, we'll set these up and they're just a great light source. They also come with rechargeable packs. This is the rechargeable pack, which I actually like this design a lot better than the previous models. It comes with a charger, a nice slide-on system. Boom, plug it into the wall, and it's always nice to have a couple of these where on the fly, if we, actually let me just shut this off. How do we do this? If we come back here, you can see the battery pack here. Just push, slide out, comes right out, and you can put the new one right back in there, slide it in, and you're right back at it. Just a really, Scangrip, for me, has completely changed the game when it comes to detailing lighting, helping us spot defects, and just creating super durable. They're all waterproof, they're all dustproof. We can throw chemicals on them. I've been dropping these lights all over the place. They're just a super durable solution for helping us do what we need to do, which is make paint look great. If you have any questions about the Scangrip lineup, definitely shoot me a comment or an email. Would love to help you guys out. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.